Hello, hello. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Today in Global Hack Week, Day 5. I hope you've all been having wonderful weeks so far. We'll be getting started soon. I'll just give it a couple more seconds for people to join us. How are you doing, Emily?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I've been at a hackathon this weekend, which was
Where?
really fun. It was in Slovenia, actually.
I remember the picture you sent. Saw.
Mm,
Oh my God, the snow.
yeah, it was very cool. It's called Dragon Hack. It's one of my favorite events.
Very fun.
Hello, welcome. All right,
I
before we
was in
start, oh,
oh,
there you
good.
go, you go.
I was in California this weekend for a hackathon, so not as cool as Slovenia probably, but
I mean, California's very cool to me. I've only been
true,
to the
true.
US once, so
Fair enough.
I was, yeah. I was just gonna say, remember to check in. We put the link in the chat. It's up on the screen as well. Um, and we'll get started very soon. Got more hackers joining us. Hello, welcome. All right, I reckon we should get started. So welcome to day 5 of API week. In this little session, we'll be going over what we did yesterday and also what's coming up over the next 24 hours. So we'll introduce ourselves.
So, I'm Emily. I am a coach at Major League Hacking. Fun fact about me is that I used to raise chickens, which I don't know, people always seem to find that interesting. But in general, I love traveling and I love the outdoors.
That's very cool. Chickens are cool. I'm Quinn. I'm also a coach at Major League Hacking. I've been to hackathons in 7 different countries, which I feel like is simultaneously like quite a big number and also like not as high as I want it to be. So it's my mission every time I do it today in Global Hack Week to try and get it up a little bit. We'll see how long that lasts for. But yeah, I'm also like quite into AI and various surrounding fields. So you can ask me about that if you're interested. All right, so let's go over what we did yesterday. First up, you all hopefully went to a bonus Gemini workshop. That was with Ryan. I hope that was really fun. I love using Gemini. I use it pretty regularly, and I find it super helpful for my coding. So I highly recommend.
Next up, you got introduced to Fast API in Python. Fast API, for those who don't know, is a really, really easy way to set up API calls. And here's an example of comparing it between some other alternatives. Really great stream to check out if you're interested in learning some fundamentals about APIs.
Awesome. You worked on your own version of the Snake game. This was with, is this Bully, I think? I'm pretty terrible at Snake. I used to be good. I used to have one of the little Nokia phones that not any longer. But I hopefully you all managed to build Snake and maybe do well at it. I couldn't relate. But
Nokia phones is a throwback.
yeah, oh yeah, 100%.
But if you wanted to build your own Snake game, you can follow that recording and submit your code to the challenges dashboard to earn some points for what you worked on.
Cool. You continued exploring RESTful APIs with Alberto. I think this is part of a multi-part series. And that here's a little screenshot, I think, of a tasks app. So hopefully that was really insightful and I think a nice kind of beginner introduction to APIs if you're new to them.
Next up, one that I am very excited about. If I have time, I definitely want to go back and check this out. But I started working on your own Pokédex project with Alberto. Um, so really, this looks really, really cool. I'm very curious how he set it up with the APIs. But yeah, definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, that's awesome. I've personally never been into like Pokemon, which
Oh,
gets like very, yeah, I know. I feel guilty about it, but so maybe I need to at some point, but I didn't grow
I
up
think
with
you do.
Pokemon really, so I should. Okay, right. So you can demo at API Week as well, if you head along to this link. Do you know more about this, Emily? I'm not super
Um, I'm
up.
not sure either.
I'm
Let's
gonna
see.
I'm gonna have a look at the right now and we can work it out together.
We'll do a little live investigation.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like you can submit your hack or something to demo by filling out a form at that link.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
If you worked on
Yeah.
something cool for API week. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah. So if you're building your projects, I think as normal with the previous Global Hack Weeks, if you've been to them, you can submit your projects and you get points and all of that good stuff. So definitely make sure to do that. And we've got some stuff coming up today. You can head along to ghw.mlh.io /schedule. I'm just typing this out for you all in the chat for the full details, but we're going to go through it quickly now. I think it's me up first, actually, so I'll do this one. I'm going to be doing, I think, right after this. So 1 p.m. Eastern Time or 10:30 IST, or for any European hackers, that's at 6 in the UK. So, and I'm going to be doing a little introduction on how to peek inside the brain of LLMs with something called Neuronpedia, which has a neat little API for us to use. So it's really cool.
Very interesting. After that, Billy is going to do an intro to C++. That'll be at 5 p.m. Eastern or 2:30 a.m. IST. If you're, I always worry about the early morning streams for the IST folks, but definitely, I'm sure it'll be worth the late hours.
100%, 100%. All right, and then we've got an introduction to reinforcement learning with Stephen. That's 9 p.m. Eastern Time or 6:30 a.m. IST. This is all about the fundamentals of RL. This is like a super useful and important thing to know about, in my opinion, at least. Maybe I'm biased. So I recommend head along to that. Stephen is great explaining these things. So do check in for that.
And then Alberto is going to do the first part of an intro to GraphQL at 11 Eastern or 8:30 IST. If you're not familiar, GraphQL is a really very fundamental tool used a lot in coding. It's a little bit different from like some intuitive traditional REST API tools. So worth learning and checking out with Alberto's stream.
Awesome. We've got scribble.io. This is a mini event with Azaman, and it's at 6 a.m. Eastern Time, so a nice early wake up for those of you over in the US, and 3:30 p.m. IST. This is a really fun little game of Pictionary. You can take a break from your hacking, give your mind some time to rest and recuperate.
When you want to plug your own?
Oh yeah, it's me again. This is so good. Yeah, come and play Tetris with me. For anyone who was there last Global Hack Week, I was terrible at Tetris. I did Tetris last Global Hack Week. I was terrible. We had a few hackers who thoroughly beat me, and Wei, who's also a coach at Major League Hacking, popped in to beat us all as well. Wei is very good at Tetris. Yeah, so I promised. Yeah, well, this is the thing. So I promised that by this time, like by this Global Hack Week, I would be good at Tetris. I said I was going to practice. I haven't. So, but yeah, this is 11 a.m. Eastern Time or 8:30 p.m. IST, or if you're in the UK, that's 4 p.m. It will be good fun. You can watch me lose miserably, so head along for that.
Then we'll wrap up with tomorrow's Today in Global Hack Week, which will be hosted by Paul. That'll be, as always, at noon Eastern or 9:30 p.m. IST, and he's gonna go over everything about day 6 and recap, like we did, everything that happened today.
Awesome. We'd love feedback, so if you want to give feedback on this session or Global Hack Week as a whole, here is the link. I'm going to pop it in the chat as well. There we go. Head along to this. I would love to hear what you want to see more of, what you really love, what you maybe don't like so much, so we can make it better for you. Awesome.
Great, so that's a wrap on the recap of everything from yesterday, everything happening today. So we'll hang around for a little bit if anyone has some questions, just wants to chat, if anyone's seen any exciting streams or is excited about any coming up.
100%. We've got a quiet crowd today, I think. Quackers and Cheeses popped in. Hello, welcome. But yeah, if you've got any questions, I'd love to hear them.
And I'm curious about your stream, the Neuro. What is that?
Neuronpedia. So Neuronpedia is kind of like Wikipedia for LLMs. So
Whoa, okay.
LLMs are like not very interpretable, right? You can't really understand what's going on under the hood. But there's this thing called a sparse autoencoder, which tries to it's like a smaller and like much simpler model that basically tries to take the mess that is an LLM and kind of separate it out into like features which are interpretable according to human understanding.
Very
So that
interesting. Wow.
so the idea is that like when you pop in like some text, it will only activate some of the features in the sparse autoencoder, which means that you can kind of like map them and label them. So
Oh,
NeuroPedia is like basically like a whole ton of labels for these features. So,
wow. Oh
yeah,
my God, that's so cool.
yeah. So it's pretty neat. Yeah, I could nerd out about it forever. So don't let me get carried away.
Well, you will later today.
Yeah, well, I will. So check in later if you want to hear me get carried away. Awesome. We've got some hackers enjoying the Pi game stream. This is with Snake, I think. This is for Snake.
Mm.
So that's so cool to hear. Did you win at Snake? Can you win at Snake? I don't even know.
I think you can like fill up the screen, right? And then you just
Mm. And then
die.
you win? And then
I don't
then you
know.
die.
I've never made it to that point, so I would not know.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, it's beyond me. It's that's okay. Fast APIs was also cool. That's so awesome to hear. I might go and check that one out actually. Looked fun. So awesome stuff. It looks like we're thin on the ground for questions today. Everyone already knows everything. This is good.
We did too good of a job.
Has anyone got anything they're excited for coming up? Any projects you're working on? We'd love to hear about them.
Moondream API session. Very cool. I forget which day that was. Was that day 3? I thought I saw something about it, but it's like a very
Sounds cool.
cool image classification project.
Oh, I haven't heard of Moondream before, which I've just Googled it and I feel like I should have, but yeah, it looks neat.
Cool. Yeah, Kartik, great plug on your project. I'd
Yeah,
love to check it out.
that's very cool. Well done. Yeah, we love hearing about all of the projects that you're working on. I don't have so much time to work on projects in my own time sometimes, so I miss it. I
Yeah,
enjoy
me
it
too.
when like when the holidays hit and you just got time to do the things that you want. It's nice. Some stuff. Right, maybe we'll give it another 30 seconds for questions.
Last call.
Any last minute quandaries? It's looking like everyone's pretty happy, which is so good.
Awesome, yeah.
Yeah, make sure to submit everything that you need to submit by the end of the week. Yeah.
Here's the check-in link one last time if anyone missed it. But
We've got a question. Oh,
how are points being evaluated? So Quinn, I don't know if you know more about this, but my understanding is that you get points for things like attending streams, submitting projects, generally just participating in Global Hack Weeks and MLH affiliated things. I don't know about the specific points breakdown though.
yeah. So you get them by checking into streams. So that's distinct from like registering. You have to check in as well, and completing the challenges. I think they carry equal weighting. So yeah, they do. So if you complete a challenge, you get 1 point. If you like attend a stream, you get 1 point as well. I think, well, that is how it works. I'm pretty sure. I hope that answers the question. You can also get like, if you're interested in the swag and things, you can get like random swag drops during streams sometimes and things like that. But yeah, for the points, it's 1 per challenge and 1 per check-in. Cool. I hope that makes sense. That sounds good. Awesome. Crackers and cheese. Confirming. Thank you. Super helpful to have the community helping everyone out. This is great. Cool. Okay, right. I think we're pretty much wrapped up then.
Yeah.
Awesome. In that case, come and check out my stream in 45 minutes if you fancy peeking inside the brain of an AI. Yeah, and with that, we'll see you later.
Thanks everyone for coming.
Bye-bye.